kids are sleeping. There's a collab I've been wanting to do for a while, but give me 10 seconds.
Eric! What, this guy? This is the guy that I want to collab with.
It's so crazy that we haven't talked in real life.
I know, man.
There's been so many video messages.
I know.
Live, you know.
What do you feel like? Do you feel like you know me, or do you feel like...
I feel like I know you more than some of my other friends.
Right, dude, right.
Eric and I are going to get something to eat because I'm extremely hungry. But then this dude analyzes stuff like nobody you would ever known. Oh, actually, they yell at you for filming in malls in here.
Maybe.
We might need to stop soon. Thumbnails, we're gonna figure out how to make them. Awesome. Thumbnail hacks 2018, let's get it. To be honest, the way that I currently do thumbnails is I scrub through my video and like the best looking one, the best looking frame, I'll see if I can pull it if there's not too much motion blur in it, which I'm gonna give you a tip for that later, and then I'll use that as the thumb, okay? That's how I do thumbnails. Eric, here's what I want to do. I want to take a quick second, do some research. Let's, what's that called when you like put everything into correlate, commingle,
collaborate.
Let's get some info on how to do thumbnails and then bring it to the people, all right? We just watched some vids and then Eric's like, I think we need to flip this on its head. I'm doing it my own way, and I'm like, that's why I love you, bro. Analysis to the max, man. All right, let's go up here though because it's like noisy right here. Dude drove 6 hours.
A little bit.
Seriously, man. Thank you.
Well, I'm gonna tell you what I learned, then Eric's gonna change the game and just like do it the right way because he's awesome. But I watched Tim Schmoyer's video, so it's up there. You can watch the video that I just watched. Here's what I took away from it. One.
Guys, work here?
No, we don't. Oh, it's not a pro camera. It's just a tourist. All right, cool, man. We can leave. Okay. Sorry about that. 1 second. We'll be right back. Not quite as cool as the background, but here's what I learned. The first thing is you gotta realize that people are mostly looking at your thumbnail very small. So whatever you do, adapt it to a way that looks super dope small. A couple different ways you can do that. Pump up the colors, make sure the colors are popping, the tones are popping, jack up the sharpness. Like in that video they say so much so that it even looks weird when it's big. If people are gonna click on it when it's small, then make it look good small. The other thing then is action. Like instead of just a standing, this is so funny because I legit jump in like almost all of my thumbnails, but instead of just standing around, try to involve more action.
You almost kicked you in the face.
They get into text in that video. If you want to hear more about text, then go watch that video. I think for me, mostly I don't like to use text, but anytime I do use text, I think it works best if it complements the title, if it's not exactly the same thing as the title. Eric, how do you want to do this challenge?
My thinking is thinking as a consumer, right? To actually look at a creator's content that's similar to yours. What thumbnails we would click on without seeing the title, just we feel something inside that makes us want to click. The most successful thumbnails, yes, you can like game them a little bit.
Yeah.
But also, a lot of it just comes down to the base fact of we as consumers are really used to seeing this type of content and those types of thumbnails, and so usually the most successful thumbnails, in my opinion, that I remember are the ones where they went beyond our expectations of a vlog video would be. How did they take that to the next level where it's like, oh, okay, I'll click on that.
You almost have to click on it because it's so interesting.
Right.
All right, which one? Who are we gonna look at?
I think Casey is a great example.
Casey Neistat, we're choosing you.
The ones that really stand out are like that one, the GoPro ones.
Okay, because it's in his mouth.
Right. It's just like that, it's that simple.
The one that actually stood out to me the most was the Shawn Mendes one. I think it was because I knew that we were looking at Casey's channel.
Yeah.
And like I saw Sean, I actually saw his eyes, and then the text across his eyes that says Shawn Mendes. Like if I would have had to click on anything that I just saw, I'm pretty sure I would have clicked on the Shawn Mendes one, which is funny.
But that's interesting because it's like in the ecosystem of Casey Neistat.
Right.
That thumbnail is really strange.
Yeah.
And then that made you click.
So I think that's an interesting hack, is like, what are your viewers used to? And giving them something that's interesting to them still, but outside of what they're used to. I think that's what you're getting at.
That goes to that base idea, right?
Yeah.
Like, what are people expecting?
Right.
From either your content or the ecosystem of like this type of vlog,
Yeah.
high energy, daily thing. And what is it that you're doing to put in, show that you have the extra effort or the extra like voice on that opinion or whatever?
Yeah. With that said, why don't we go take a super dope thumbnail?
Oh yeah, that was looking good, man. Thanks so much for making the drive.
Of course.
Thanks for hanging out.
Awesome seeing you.
Thanks for analyzing. Yeah, in real life, man.
Real life.
Real life. I think that your method was rad.
It's more fun too.
Yeah,
it was like, even with the Cody video, the video about you. I remember being like, oh, like, how are Cody's videos so short? How, like, should I watch a whole bunch of tutorials about better communication or whatever? And then I thought, it's just more fun to just watch Cody.
Yeah.
And study you and study what actually stands out to me as a person from it.
Just in case you're wondering what Eric's talking about, way back when, a long time ago.
4 months ago.
Eric made a video about how I communicate. It's called How to Communicate Effectively Like R. Cody Warner, I think.
Yep.
And it made me cry when I watched it.
He had 400 subscribers at the time.
I had 400 subscribers at the time, and Eric made that vid. Yeah, dude, thanks, man.
Of course.
Love it. All right, see you tomorrow.
Great seeing you. I'll see you tomorrow.
Great to see you, man. Lincoln Motor Company out there. So that hack that I was talking about for getting a sharp thumbnail from video is you just gotta over crank the shutter. So see, we're at 1/200. So when Eric and I jump in just a second, we're gonna be able to stop motion as opposed to putting in a lot of that motion blur. That's the hack for getting a sharp thumbnail from a still frame on your vid.